A slow application feels broken, even if the code is correct. You click a button, the interface freezes, and that spinning wheel appears. A 10-second wait shatters customer trust. It renders an elegant design irrelevant and makes the software feel unreliable. There is a persistent misconception that fixing this is purely a front-end job, that speed is simply a matter of tweaking CSS or minimizing a few JavaScript files. Real speed requires engineering across the performance stack. This diagram illustrates the 5 layers of a web application: browser, network, API, backend, and database. Latency accumulates at every step. Milliseconds lost at the database layer cascade, expanding into massive delays before reaching the browser. To engineer a fast application, architects have to trace a single web request down through this entire stack, identify the bottlenecks, and clear the path back up. This diagnostic process links deep server-side constraints directly to the metrics users actually experience on their screens. Performance cannot be an end-of-cycle patch or a final coat of polish. True speed is a foundational architectural decision. We start at the top of the stack, the browser. This is where user experience is objectively measured. Modern engineering teams quantify this experience using core web vitals, a specific set of metrics that track how users actually perceive speed and stability. The primary metric for loading speed is largest contentful paint, or LCP. It tracks exactly how long it takes for the largest, most critical piece of content to appear on screen. This timeline shows the enemy of a fast LCP, a monolithic JavaScript bundle. It completely blocks the HTML and CSS from executing. The fix is code splitting. By fracturing that massive bundle into parallel chunks, the HTML and CSS slide forward, executing immediately. Speed is only half the client-side equation. The other half is visual stability, measured by cumulative layout shift, or CLS. Look at this wireframe layout. If you fail to reserve dimensions for media, the page thrashes. As the asset loads, it violently pushes the text down. You try to click a button, the page jumps, and you hit the wrong thing. Engineers prevent this by reserving aspect ratios and loading critical CSS early. The page skeleton remains rigid before the data even arrives. A highly optimized backend returning data in 10 milliseconds is completely wasted if the frontend forces the local device to choke on rendering tasks. Moving one layer down, we hit the network. Here, software is constrained by the strict laws of physics. Even if both the client and the server are perfectly optimized, a request routed halfway across the globe suffers from unavoidable round-trip latency. A single origin server creates geographic delay. A packet from India travels a long arc to London. The solution is a CDN caching data globally. Routing to a local edge node in Mumbai keeps transit time in the single digits. CDNs are mandatory for intercepting and serving static assets, like images, CSS, and JavaScript, long before those requests ever reach your backend. Engineers further maximize throughput by compressing data in transit, utilizing formats like WebP or AVIF, and algorithms like Brotli. High-performance networks operate on a simple rule. Data must travel the shortest possible distance in the lightest possible package. Below the network sits the operational core of the application, the API and backend layers. A beautiful front-end interface cannot mask an API that dumps excessive, unpaginated data onto the client. One of the most common architectural flaws that destroys API performance is known as the N+1 query problem. This sequence diagram shows the server fetching a primary list of 100 items with a single thick line, but then it executes a separate call for every item. 100 tiny sequential requests fire back and forth, completely locking up the thread. APIs must be engineered for strict access patterns. By utilizing data batching and pagination, developers condense these distinct calls into efficient single requests. Even with clean API design, backend processing limits can introduce severe bottlenecks, particularly when dealing with synchronous tasks. Executing a heavy CPU task, like generating a complex PDF report, inside the main web request loop forces the user to wait. More critically, it holds the server connection open, quickly exhausting connection pools under heavy load. The solution is decoupling. These heavy operations are moved into asynchronous background job queues, freeing up the main server to handle new traffic. A scalable backend acts like a high-speed router. It returns lightweight responses instantly and delegates the heavy lifting to background workers. Finally, we reach the bottom of the stack, the database. This is historically the hardest layer to scale. The database is a finite, highly vulnerable resource. Unoptimized queries here will drag the entire application to a halt. Without an index, the database performs a full table scan, reading every single row to find one cell. Implementing a B-tree index reorganizes the search path. The structure transforms into a branching tree, instantly locating the exact cell in just 12 milliseconds. But even with perfect indexing, a database should not be forced to recalculate the exact same complex aggregations for every single user page load. Engineers implement caching tiers, using in-memory data stores like Redis as a primary defense mechanism to shield the database from redundant read queries. The core complexity of caching lies in cache invalidation, determining exactly when data changes and how long users are allowed to see stale information. Strategies like stale while revalidate solve this by allowing the browser to serve slightly older data to the user instantly, while the cache silently updates itself in the background. The ultimate goal of full-stack performance is to protect the database, ensuring its limited compute power is reserved strictly for novel reads or critical writes. Applying these layer-by-layer fixes requires visibility. You cannot optimize a complex, distributed system based on intuition. Without precise metrics, teams fall into a cycle of interdepartmental blame. The front-end team blames the back-end, and the back-end team blames the database. This chart is a distributed trace flame graph, the ultimate diagnostic tool to expose exactly where time is dying across the stack. You can track a single request lifespan, a 50-millisecond block for the front-end, 100 milliseconds for the API, and a massive 4-second red block exposing a database lock. Application performance monitoring and real user telemetry replace assumptions with hard, indisputable evidence. Engineers then use load testing and synthetic spike testing to validate the architecture, ensuring the system remains resilient long before real-world traffic hits. High performance is never an accident. It is never a final coat of polish applied just before launch. Engineered speed is the ultimate feature. It reduces infrastructure costs, scales effortlessly, and ensures the application feels powerful, responsive, and trustworthy.